It's your boy Diggity Dean Dane Sampson, or whatever you feel like calling me today. But if you really know me, I'm just trying to chill more in Daner's world. And we're on the set of the Interview Podcast. Always shot at Lone Wolf Productions. Shout out to our editor, director, Jennifer Wolf. She's amazing. And you know what? I just want to take some time. Yeah, we took a week off. Did you guys even notice? I don't know if you did, but we're here. We're having a good time, and we're really expanding in the city. And there's a lot going on. We're getting ready to go into spring. As you know, in the city of Cincinnati, opening day is when the city comes alive. When the weather is consistent and we can spread our wings, we can be on the streets, and we can tag our buildings that turns into wonderful art. That's the time of the season that we're coming into. And I'm happy to be home. As some of you know, I spent last year in Florida. And when you spend time away, the heart grows fonder. I see the city different. I feel the city different. I appreciate the city different. And I see the growth. But a lot of things haven't changed. We're dope here. And dope sells dope. We don't want to pigeonhole ourselves, right? We want people that excite other people to get the light that they deserve. We want people to sit down on this couch or this stool. So anyway, we're just having here. And the city is learning how to build itself. Because what I've noticed in my time away, the city of Cincinnati wants to cheer for each other, but doesn't know how to accept the celebration of outside of the city cheering for us, right? Because we got to protect what we got, right? And good art, good personalities, good presence, celebrated internationally, and you're not even going to know how to accept it because you've never got that type of applause before. And that is what I think the focus of the Interview Podcast is. We want to highlight people or individuals that are just out here trying, and they are making motion. My guest today, he goes by Yurdy, but his name is actually Karan. And that hits a whole nother template of people, a whole influential or way of belief. And that was just his given name. Learn how to navigate that. That's just your given name, right? In most of our other countries, like we can't even speak it. Well, you're going to speak on his name today. And we're going to sit down and we're going to talk to this man. And I'd like to welcome Yurdy to sit down next to me today. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good, man.
Thanks for time to sit down next to me.
Thanks for having me.
I think what people don't realize about art is you experience it at the time and the way that you experience it, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So you might find a song that's like 10 years old. You're like, I just got it. This shit is hate.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I've been listening to this for a minute. Well, like, I just don't got it. I just got it. Don't ruin it for me. So you're here now.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Live and direct.
Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. So I had Bally Quinn. Shout out to her.
Shout out Bally. I love Bally.
I love Bally too. Man, her energy is infectious.
Yeah.
So we were filming Color Conversations.
Okay.
We walked in. You were sitting down with Cincinnati Fleet.
Yep.
Cincinnati's Fleet. Do you think that is a pun on like Cincinnati's Flea Market? Did he run? Like, did he really own like that flea market? and Bally, and I would tell you, she was like, "Hey, you should have him on your show."
Okay.
His work ethic, the way the things he has to discuss.
Yeah.
And she did that in private.
She plugged me. Okay,
and I immediately reached out to you.
Yeah.
On the strength of her. And then I was like, once I really watched, and I was like, okay, I did a little investigation. I was like, I already know who this gentleman is.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, when you just listen to an audio, you have no face.
Right.
Yeah. So look into the camera. This is face.
Right here. Right here, guys. It's me.
Yeah.
In the flesh.
Yeah. And I did it, and I did a little research. 40 weeks? Was it 40?
No.
Like just on that Freestyle Friday?
No, it was 52. It was a full year. It was February 9th to February 7th.
Yeah.
February 9th of 2024 to February 7th of 2025. It was a full year.
Okay. So let me ask you this where they try and put TISM on everyone.
Okay.
How do you get in the mindset to every week just go in and be able to do that? Is this just something you've naturally been able to do? Or is it something you had to work on, or a little bit of both?
I think it's a little bit of both. And the reason I say that is because, you know the saying, it's got to be in you, not on you. So that part was natural. But as an artist or just as a person in general, I challenge myself on a daily. Like, I challenge my discipline, I challenge my focus. Mm-hmm. So that is the work that was involved in it.
Okay. So we did the work. Now, so when I watched it, it looked like you were just in control of the wheels in that moment. And in that moment, you were, correct?
Correct. I would say, that's facts.
So what does it take, for an artist, you got them in the city, and obviously, especially in the hip-hop community, or the traditional R&B community, what does it take to gain the trust level from someone like the Wiz?
I think it does take what you said, consistency and extreme focus, because they don't want like a fly-by-night type of guy or type of person. I believe in this business, relationships is everything.
Absolutely.
So if you have multiple people that can vouch for you and can back you up, and then you have the product to show and prove.
Yeah. How can they deny it?
Yeah.
How can they deny it? Because then they look like haters.
Yeah, true. And at the end of the day, I brought 4 other artists with me.
I did.
So
they were dope.
They all did their thing. So that was the key right there. Is okay. Well, we see what he's trying to do, and he's not only trying to make it about him.
Yeah.
Because the segment was for the 513 Heat. Yeah. The 513 Heat is to shed light on all the talent in the city. So that's why I brought other artists with me and just incorporated with what they had going on.
Okay, so let me put in that aspect, because we had an artist. We did the female cipher. It was a videographer.
Okay.
I can't remember specifically his name, but he did a videographer. He did a female cipher and he did a male cipher.
Okay.
Last year.
Okay.
And his normal views, if he just puts out a video like from somebody from Atlanta, this and that, it's like 100,000.
Okay.
So he was like, I want to get back to the city.
Yeah.
And then his views dropped to like 2.
Mm.
So where do you think that disconnect is? Is it do they think that just on the gravitas of their name that it should generate views, and maybe that was a humbling moment, or it's because they didn't have that marketing machine behind them?
Sometimes it can, people can't just rely on their name solely and not put any marketing into it. I would think it would be the flip side. I would think it would be the other way around. The more people that you collab with, the more people that you incorporate, the higher the views. So maybe it was the actual talent level that he chose. Now, I haven't actually seen the videos.
Right, and that's why I love it generic.
Yeah.
I want to call it better, but let me give it in that same aspect. So if you bring an artist, like say on the string, do you think that's disparaging? Like, we're trying to give an outlet. Like, I'm national now, so brought my city on and it didn't deliver.
I feel like you have to.
How do you fix that?
Well, I feel like you have to handpick the people that you put on certain platforms. It's just like a puzzle piece. A corner piece is not going to fit in the middle of a puzzle.
That's right.
So you have to really strategically pick this artist for this segment, this artist for this scenery, or it's all about how you talk to your audience and what you feel like your audience is going to accept.
Okay.
So if your audience is used to seeing one thing, and that's what they love you and like you for, and you completely flip that recipe, we don't like that. We don't want to see
Isn't that what being an artist is to constantly recreating and re-evolving and rebirthing yourself?
It is. But
business-wise
and marketing-wise.
Stick in this pigeonhole, that's always going to hit.
Yeah.
But is that going to be satisfying to the artist?
Well, I would think so, because that's their organic. Yeah, well, that's there. You always have to cater to your cult following. To your organic following.
That word.
Yeah.
Okay.
You always have to cater to them first, because those are the people that they were there from day one. They helped grow you to where you are. You always have to do everything with those people in mind.
Correct.
So I would say,
always have to pay an homage.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. And that's just what it is. Just do that with your core audience in mind.
Okay. So we'll retread back. How did you grow up with the people that are currently controlling the Wiz, or did you have an in, or can you show a pathway to these artists that are right now that they play in the clubs every week?
Yeah.
They have great numbers on social media, but they can't plug into the outlets like Kiss or Q102 or the Wiz. Yeah. What is the path?
So to answer your question, no and yes. So Nella D, shout out Nella D. I actually did grow up with her.
Okay.
I actually did.
Yeah. I was just talking about dude D19 from College Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just like, I got Nella D, put me on. He did, and that's a real hood motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, I love D. That's a real hood motherfucker. Like, no one else is gonna give him corporate business like that.
Right.
So Nella D's really put him on.
Okay. Well, so I grew up with her. But when I went up to the Wiz, I didn't go through her.
Okay.
I went through DJ Easy, which I just met him a year ago. Actually, at her showcase. she threw a showcase. I performed at her showcase. This was March of 2024. That's when I actually met him. I got his he told me to send him my music that night, and I sent it like in 2 minutes. And I followed back up the next day. So I would say if anything is the pathway is being consistent and following back up, because not everybody's going to respond off the first reach out.
Yeah.
You know, don't take it personal. A lot of these people, you know, like they might get in their feelings a little bit. Oh, he didn't reach back. Oh, I called him. He didn't call me back. Okay, he's busy. Everybody's busy.
So like even with job applications, so like let's break it down with like say you're going through like Indeed and you apply for a job.
Yeah.
So they might have a job that is very lucrative or desirable, and they have 1,000 people apply.
Right.
How they filter through the people that are persistent and reach out.
Yes.
You're like, you know, I'm that shit. If my resume says it's gonna be, your resume has 3 things on it. Get out of here. You have to be persistent. You have to be almost annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Really.
Right.
Really
to make people take the time out of their life to focus on you for even a few minutes. You have to be annoying.
Yeah. And then I'll even take it one step further. It's also about reciprocation. So if you want that person to support you, show up at their events. Be visible. You know what I mean? Be visible. If you want to link in with this DJ and you know he DJs at this club, that club, this club, go to the club.
Thank you. He's right there. He gives you an advertisement of where he's at.
Yeah.
Or she every week. And I get that with them too. Like a lot of people like when I moved down to Florida, a lot of the artists like, I only show up if I'm involved. I was like, well, that's why you got no
That's
support.
why you're not involved.
Exactly. Like you have to give and more support than you are expecting back.
That's true. That's very true.
A minimal amount of support.
Yes.
And once you finally get that minimal amount of support, you have that locked in. As long as you acknowledge it in a slight way. Because like with the music and art is you can have like a line, a bar.
Yeah.
Something that resonates with them. Yeah. And it sticks with them.
Yeah.
They're gonna hang on to that.
Yep.
That's why they're gonna come to the next show.
Yeah.
And you don't need that, but obviously they want to see you evolve, but they want to see you give again, homage to where you came from. They love the journey.
Yes.
People want something, we want to walk on a path with you.
Yeah.
Regardless of who you are, this and that, we want to have something to believe in.
Yeah.
We want to have something that other people we relate to.
For sure.
And we want to take this journey together.
That's your community. You have to build your community.
Yeah.
You have to build your community.
What's your ideal community?
Music-wise? Or just
in general?
In general?
And if some music, because I'll tell you, before you preface this,
okay,
I have a big tagline on it. We're all having a human experience.
Yes.
Through a musical journey.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
So what's your journey on that?
Man.
That they'll follow you. Because you're a leader. And I recognize that in you.
Appreciate that. Man, my journey is just I think my journey is honestly is well documented. So it's
4K by the way. 4K by the way.
You know, it's kind of ironic that okay, so going to the Feature Fridays, it's kind of ironic that the first one I did was in the basement.
Yeah.
And like you can take that and apply it to anywhere. You have to start from the bottom. I literally started from the bottom.
In the basement.
Like literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to start from the bottom and climb the ladder. Don't be afraid to fall off the ladder and get back on the ladder. Don't be afraid to, if you're in the middle of the ladder and you see somebody falling, to grab their hand and drag them up with you. So like I said, so perfect. Going back to what you asked me about community collaboration.
Yeah.
My ideal community involves collaboration. It involves loyalty. It involves hard work. It involves persistence. All of that.
Okay. I'm gonna key on a word for you for like loyalty. All right. So there's a difference between loyalty and believe what you want, and then blind loyalty.
Right. Okay.
Because some leaders, just regardless of what I do, you should follow me. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't question what I do. You shouldn't ask questions. And I feel like that puts a hindrance on the organic grassroots movement of artists that are just genuine, that's good and skilled. I don't know how I got here either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how I got here either. But there's like people here and they're asking me questions and like, how do we grow? And there's people that just want to be worshipped.
Right.
And those are false idols.
Yeah.
And you have a name like Kareem. So like Quran.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I apologize. But you understand, like, somebody like, but you put holy in front of it. Yeah. So like, all right, you can't correct me too much. Okay, you can't correct me. So, we put out of the artist now. Now we're putting in the general appreciation, the general fan base.
Okay.
We don't want them to be blind sheep, do we?
No. Me personally, I believe that a true king doesn't ask what he can't provide, or doesn't require what he can't also provide. So if I ask, my followers, so to speak, or whatever the case may be, if I ask them, I'm able to return that.
Okay.
And I believe that's the way that it should be.
How do you make that sustainable?
You make that, honestly, you do have to be a little gifted. You do. You do.
Fair. Yeah, don't be humble in it.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Honestly, it's funny that you bring up that word, so now I'm gonna hone in on that word.
Good.
I don't ever want to be humble or call myself humble. And the reason for it, people say, what? Why? Why would you ever say something like that? That's because if you actually look up the definition, the true definition of humble is having a low estimation of oneself.
Yes.
I would never have a low estimation of myself. Well, I think it's a brainwashing tactic, honestly, and obviously that's where it came from. But the English language has a lot of those.
They do.
They have a lot of, because not to get too crazy or too off the mark, but like, words have power.
They do.
And just to break it down, like language, which words are spells, because we spell words, don't we?
Do we not?
Come on, man. I'm not trying to get too crazy because I can really, really go deep with it.
But I want to see you go deep.
Yeah.
We got some time.
We got some time, huh?
We do.
Yeah, so that's why I'm very intentional about what I say, how I say it, when I say it, and who I say it to, because words are literal spells.
Yeah. Which is what Byron? Because they ain't tiptoe.
Yeah. Okay.
They dove deep, right? They within their presence, it wasn't even a spell. It was just like logic.
Yeah.
But this don't make sense. And we're gonna question this. And then we're gonna stand on it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna burn you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's like, and I feel like that's what hip hop and rap is.
Yeah.
They have a hex, or not hex, because that has a negative combination. But y'all,
a spade is a spade.
A spade is spade, and in the hip hop community, in hip hop in general, and I'm an '80s baby.
Okay,
I grew up with this shit. Like, it has a hold on us. Like, this is how we feel, and we are allowed to express it. And I want to relate to it.
Yeah. And
I want to talk about it, and I want to vibe to it, and I want to dance to it. I don't have an explanation why it makes me feel this way.
Yeah.
Why should I have an explanation why the fuck this music makes me feel this way? Why is that bad?
It's not
bad.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I agree. It's not bad. We are close to the control.
Yes.
Right?
We had to take back the wheel, though, honestly, and I'm speaking of maybe not the past, but more so today.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of big wigs that control things behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
And they do use those spells or those songs to basically perpetuate a certain feeling and perpetuate a certain frequency. Okay. And I feel like that is the state of it right now. Mm-hmm. Mainstream wise, there's plenty of underground artists that are preaching positivity and, have, different vibes and whatnot. But mainstream rap is very low frequency.
It is. Like, now we're very confused about what hip hop is because that's how empowering it is. Yeah. Like, you can just set a shooter out from a song now. Mm-hmm.
Real.
Like, you really can.
Really.
And they'll take a whole city block over.
Really.
Just because they had a marching anthem.
Yeah.
In music, like, positivity thing. You do this and you do this. Because we all want to be anti the man.
Right.
Because that's what makes us cool, right? We're anti-establishment. But don't send the wrong marching anthem.
Right.
Don't send a whole city like Chicago. You still gotta
be methodical and strategic.
Yeah, but you just don't know what's gonna strike.
That's true.
Let me ask you for an example as an artist. Okay, so you can do that. And you have the end both aspects. And these YNs, by the way, I'm gonna address this. So I didn't know what YNs were.
Okay.
And I kept seeing YNs, and I was watching the Young Thug trial.
Okay.
Where there was YSL.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, YSL. Okay, cool. And then I kept seeing YNs, and I was like, what are YNs? And they're like, I said, these just look like young people. What is wrong with them? Am I supposed to?
That's a whole different generation right there.
So the disparity is like, I like this song too.
Yeah.
Can I? You just look like young dudes.
Because
and then somebody was like, Dane, it means young. So I can't sing the song anymore? Like, I can't sing it. This is my favorite song.
I mean, that's I don't even know. I don't even know how to address that. You see, I'm already stumbling. I don't know how to address that.
I don't know how to because it's my favorite song. And every time it gets to the best part, I gotta shut up. And I'm not being racist or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on y'all's shit. Like, what's up? What are we doing?
Like the song, But that's a whole different generation, man. And honestly, the generation gap is crazy.
So how do we fix it?
I think by just like, you fix it by being direct. You fix it by meeting people where they are. Yeah. The same way that you fix any situation. The same way if it was a relationship, it was a coworker, if it was a boss, if it was a family member, if it was a parenting situation, meet people where they are.
Yeah. And also in disparity, not everyone is on equal level.
True. So
how do you educate that?
Well, that's the whole thing. You meet people where they are. If you have to dumb it down a little bit, dumb it down a little bit. But
when you're on an elite level and you see talent, how do you?
Well, you gotta speak their language. It's all about lingo. Just when we were talking about words or spells, you gotta speak their language. They're gonna know if they can identify and connect with you in the first sentence that you say to them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're going to know if you're from the same place or you have relatable experiences by how you address them. Mm-hmm. And sometimes even how you dress.
That's right.
Like they always say, don't judge.
I will tell you a funny thing. So, I just turned 40 in February.
Okay, happy birthday.
Okay. Thank you. I'm a middle-aged Pisces white man. Okay? And now, I find myself in a lot of situations where I find myself in a leadership position.
Okay.
And dang, why are you wearing that? And I'm like, because I'm a 40-year-old white man. I want to wear khakis and a fanny bag. I am wearing an age-appropriate outfit. If you give me an off-color that doesn't match anything polo, I'm killing it. I don't know.
Hey, you stand true to yourself.
Yeah. These are the clothes that are accessible to me.
We call it fanny pack.
That's about that's some dad swag right
there. My son is 16 years old. What? I want him to be better. This is the subpar Shit, it's convenient, bro. It's convenient. I have all my shit in here.
You want to be comfortable?
Be cooler than that. It's like, I don't know. I like that Fendi pack, Dad.
To each his own, man.
So look, we're having a great time with Yurdy. We're going to take a moment from our sponsor. Welcome back to the interview podcast. I am here with my boy, Yurdy. Yurdy. Did you do 2 times, 3 times? How many times? Chant his name. Yurdy. It's okay. I dropped my pen.
I dropped it now.
Oh my God. We're dropping pen. We lost the pen.
Got some baby oil on that pen or something.
No diddy.
Now we gotta
No diddy.
No diddy, man.
No. Keep it. It's fine. So, I have a segment that I have been implementing called the Blind Top 5. Okay, so the Blind Top 5 is I am going to throw out a name.
Yeah.
And to rank them top 1 through 5 without knowing who's coming next.
Okay.
And these are going to be, I know your hair is platinum. I want to properly address it.
Just in case.
I'm not going to lie.
Don't know.
In the past, I have gotten in trouble for not knowing black hairstyles. You're like, it's a twist. I'm like, it looks like a cornrow. You're like, it's not. I'm like, I'm sorry. I have no hair.
To be
I
fair,
have no hair.
To be fair, black people don't ever even call it cornrows.
Okay.
They never say that.
Yeah, I'm
They just say braids.
Okay. Twists and things and whatever. So, we're going to do a blind top 5 of blonde / platinum haired rock stars.
All right.
Okay?
Let's get it.
And the first one I'm going to do is Madonna, 1 through 5. Madonna.
5.
Madonna!
Hey, I'm going to say 5, man.
Okay.
The only reason I'm going to say 5 is because she does have great star power. She's an icon. She's a international artist for sure. But I do not listen to Madonna. So that's the only reason.
Fair.
That's all listen to her.
Okay. Then we'll just throw out the other 80s idol, Billy Idol. Billy Idol is the okay. White people are losing. Okay, Cisco.
That is so funny, man. And I want to rank it.
You got a lot of personal references.
I want to, exactly. People always think it's funny to say, hey, Cisco. But the difference is, and people, I don't know if people know this or not, this is my natural hair.
No, the fuck it is not.
I promise, right hand to God. This is my natural hair. I did not dye this. If you look closer, look, I even got a couple strands right here.
Why it doesn't matter.
This is my natural hair.
Okay.
Because it's not platinum, it's
Like it's premature gray.
Okay.
the salt and pepper look.
But I'm gonna go 3, man. I'm gonna go 3.
Blonde Kanye.
1. I love Kanye, man.
Dana about cried.
And Becky with the good hair.
It's the only spot that's left.
This is how we get it. This is how we infiltrate communities. Is Becky with the guy with the blonde hair? Becky with the good hair, just some blonde bitch? Or is it Beyonce? Sasha Fierce. But she got 2.
Yeah,
She got 2.
She got 2.
I think this is the funniest list we've had all day. All right. It's my most entertaining list, but I get it. Your idols. So we'll give you some. Who is your idol?
Honestly, my idols are my family members, man. Like people that actually supported me. It's not like any national superstar or anything like that because I don't know those people.
I understand that. I respect that.
And I feel like sometimes you can try to
Get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, you can get lost in the sauce, and you can try to model yourself after someone that you don't even know, and then it becomes, J. Cole said it, when your idols become rivals. You meet those people that you idolize, and you be like, they're nothing like I thought they were. They're really assholes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they are.
Yeah. So my idols are, like I said, people that are close to me that just support me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it, man. And I mean, it's nice. It's nice to stay grounded.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that you've had some fun with me, man. I've had fun sitting down with you today. First of all, tell the people where they can find you at.
That's Instagram at Yurdy _. That's YURDY_. And honestly, that's about it. I mean, you can find me on Facebook at Karan Norman, KORAN, Norman NORMENT. I mean, but I just work off those two platforms. I don't even have
things you got coming up where people can see you at.
Well, we got I got a show coming up this Tuesday at Mo's Uptown Lounge. I'm opening for Finesse 2 times.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you so much. And I still got tickets on sale. Okay. And then I actually got the Aquafest. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Aquafest. By the way,
yep.
Ohioans, Cincinnatians, people from Indiana, people from Kentucky, all around. Aquafest, April 5th.
Yep.
Right? We have people from all over the country coming down. Jennifer Wolf is coming down. Jordan Frank, who's nominated for Best Local Musician. Yurdy, 52 weeks straight on Freestyle Friday.
Yep.
Got back in the music game, coming down. What we are trying to do is an extended pipeline. You remember Freeway Ricky Ross?
Yep.
Okay. Freeway Ricky Ross got his name from Interstate 75.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Interstate 75 goes from Miami to Canada.
Yep.
We just trying to reestablish that pipeline with something other than actual dope. Because guess what? You the dope.
Yeah.
I'm the dope. Sarah Monty the dope.
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah. Lone Wolf Productions is the dope.
She's dope.
Thanks Benjamin is the dope.
Dope.
All these people, all these artists are the dope. We sell ourselves.
Yeah.
And you don't have to explain why people want to fuck with you,
Yeah.
right? Stop trying to explain that. They just fuck with you. All right?
Yeah.
So that's what we trying to do. And that's what me personally, Dane, now I'm just Dane. I'm not Diggity Dean Dane Sampson, this and that. I'm trying to establish a pipeline. And I have found a way to bring my people that I grew up and I learned how to be a human being and a person here in Cincinnati to the masses. And they fuck with me down there. They fuck with y'all down there. Because every music I play down there, that's a bop. That's a vibe. That's a jam. If you want to travel, if you want to get your music heard out there, I have a platform to do that for you. I am not the end all be all, but I'm just a helper and a facilitator in my role. And I want to help and facilitate to bring Cincinnati to the masses because we are too dope to be in this small city. Not that this city is not great or fantastic, but there's a whole world out there.
It is.
And I'm going to bring you to there with me. Because you are the reason I was inspired to go do these things. And I want in any way I can to bring y'all with me. And I want the rest of the world to hear your dopeness. And I want you to appreciate the rest of the world's dopeness if you've not really heard the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm at. That's all I'm at.
Yeah.
Are you okay with performing the song for us?
Yeah, I can perform, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to a break. When we come back, Yurdy's going to set the stage on fire, or really just the couch on fire. It's not a casting couch, but it might be.
It might not be.
Right here, we
we've previewed some music. We've hyped some music. We've talked about music. We talk about people. We talk about this. We talk about that.
Yeah.
Right now we talking about Yurdy.
Let's go.
Hey Yurdy, how you feeling?
I'm feeling real good, man.
Yeah, I heard you got some music for us.
Oh yeah, hot
You
off
got
the
some
press.
music for us?
Hot off the press.
You know what, I don't
man.
walk out, man. Tell us about it.
Hey man, everybody know that money talks. And once you start talking to that money, it talk back. Bad kids talk back. You hear what I'm saying? So right here on Chill More, we about to talk back. Live premiere. Yurdy. Yeah. Look, listen, I was talking to the racks, them hoes start talking back. If you ran up, you was sacked, that ain't no walking back. If I ever had your back, that's where my heart is at. Always got it out the ground like where my pops coughing at. I done felt that pain, I done felt that cardiac. And it'd be a shame when niggas gone, can't call them back. I don't even want a plaque, I just want them to hear me rap. I got one voicemail, when I want to hear it, I run it back. In the field, the quick pitch, I'm running back. How these niggas gonna tackle that? I'm one of the ones that put up stats. On the track, I'm Mad Max, 100K in my Air Max. I just love to see it stack. The 5th time I hit sacks, I don't even want no sex. Little bitch, I want jets. I'm so locked in, coulda put a quarter key around my neck. Pass it to my dog, let him ball haul, cause that's a bigger flex. Fuck that girl to sleep, then she start sliding, but left my pillow wet. When she left my sheet, she sent me pictures of her silhouette. I ain't gotta touch her, the flashbacks is what's gonna get her wet. When they say they love me, I just wonder, is it really that? Nigga, I'm a lion, y'all just lying, y'all some pussy cats. Niggas duck like limbo, come through demo, get your ceiling crack. If you owe some pay, don't be fake. Brody, give it back. He tried to tell the reason I'm paraplegic, bro. I'm feeling that. Put Nike checks up on your hat. How you eating Rib Shack, but only feed your man scraps. Niggas talking fake numbers. We just call that salary cap. And my kids and hair cares, cause I let the celery stack. And my plug never lags, so I ain't gotta send it back. Leave a stamp on a tramp. I'm busting on her lower back. These niggas ants, I call it cramp. Now she gotta throw it back. And I only call her baby if she drunk my Similac. These niggas actors, we some cappers, cause my niggas step like that. And I don't mean to gap relax when I say it's kicking back. 2 9s in my knapsack, my rush like Warren Sapp. Stripes like a bingo roll, the diesel niggas smoking shack. I just whisper to the rack, them hoes start yelling back. Whoa. You hear that? She classy and she sassy. When I talk, she talk back. Yeah. Talking back. I was talking to the racks and them hoes start talking back. Hey, listen to that. I was talking to the racks and them hoes start talking back. Yeah. Yeah.
Yurdy.
Hey, that couch kind of hot, man. I don't know. Oh, this should feel like lava pool right now.
Get too comfortable, man. Hey, shout out to Yurdy, man. He dropped
Let's go.
interview podcast, man. We dropping this next Sunday at 12:30 p.m. That's right. Right as noon. 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you for having me.
Florida.